everything. Not so for this one. And what happened? Julie managed to persuade Sparks, Ron and Russell Mael, to come into the studio and had, well, quite a frivolous time of it. Watch this.
Right, can you tell us why you came to the UK in the first place? The first time you came.
That's a good question.
I thought it was clever.
That's very clever. You sure you read that right? Yeah.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple albums out in America, and they were what are known as bombs, duds, losers in the States. And so out of desperation, we decided to come to England. We'd always been Anglophiles.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what we were. Weren't we Anglophiles?
At the time, we were Anglophiles.
Anglophiles.
Anglophiles. We have a real fetish for Angos. The type of steer, an American steer.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps like your Hertfordshire bulls or whatever they are, but we have Angos, where we come from.
Well, you had a hit when you came over here with, of course, this town ain't big enough.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure did. Right off the plane, we just soared right into that old Top of the Pops, right off that jumbo jet. And rest is history, I guess.
Well, it's not real history.
Are you going to cut to that right now, to this town?
We have to go
no,
to
probably not.
No, you don't have to go anywhere.
Oh.
Please
In the
stay.
States, in the States, they always cut to
Yeah.
commercials, and I guess that's a lot less in Europe.
And now a word from Purina Dog Chow. Is your dog looking a little bit sick today? How about some Purina Dog Chow?
Well, now we're back from the break. It's time to get back to the interview with the Sparks. Right.
Yes.
Well, I was going to say, did you find the English audience more receptive to you?
Yeah, they were actually. That was why we did come here, just because in Los Angeles we were sort of beating our heads against the wall, as it were,
Yeah.
having no.
I think it's beginning
you
to
could
tell.
still around, huh? And there was really little reaction to what we were doing, but we came to England, and immediately, as soon as we were lucky enough to get on one TV show, then there was some reaction to what we were doing, and people came out to see us play live, and it just really escalated fast. In the States, it just seemed like that, getting to that stage was never going to happen. So we got the hell out of there.
And came over here.
Mm-hmm.
But when you came over, your last hit was in the later part of the 70s. And it is now...
Or the very early part of the 80s.
Well, okay, the early part of the 80s.
Rounding off your decades.
It's now
In America, you always
85. Where have
round
you
off.
been?
Well, actually, we've been in the States, and we've been real active there. There were 3 albums out since the period of Beat the Clock and Number One in Heaven, which were perhaps more known in this part of the world. But the 3 albums, the most recent albums that we've had, unfortunately didn't do a lot here, except in France, in one country. In Europe, there was one song that did real well of one of them. But those 3 albums, with those 3 albums, we've played a lot in the States, done a lot of touring there, and we have...
We've played a lot in Dayton, is kind of one city in the States that were
I don't know if you're aware.
really big in Dayton.
Dayton, Ohio. It's sort of in the Midwest of the States.
Yeah, I think I know where Dayton is.
Yeah. And Los Angeles.
Did you like Dayton, Ohio?
I love Dayton.
You did?
Dayton's
Yeah.
very beautiful. It's along the coast, and they have it's like one of the most beautiful bays, right? The Bay of Dayton. It's really beautiful. If you ever get a chance to go to the States, I don't know if you've been there, I'd suggest going to Dayton.
Yeah, I think I
You
will.
look pretty worldly. You've probably been to the States.
Well, I probably would go to Dayton, Ohio, for anywhere.
Yeah.
If there was anywhere to go.
Don't miss it.
I won't miss it.
They have like lovely turquoise that they sell in Dayton too. It's
Oh, that's
one
a
thing they
lovely
sell.
watch. Let me see.
Watch that I picked up in Dayton.
Oh.
Anyway.
You can get picked up quite a lot in Dayton, actually.
Yeah,
I've
I know.
heard.
Russell is well aware of that.
Anyway, your new single, which is called Change.
Skipping a half a decade.
Skipping a half a decade. Your new single, which is called Change. And I know this is going to be a very serious point. So we're going to carry on with some fun stuff. Because apart from singing and writing, right, you went for a part, Ron, didn't you? In Airplane 2 as the Mad Bomber?
Yeah, I tried out for the part, and I was beaten out by one of the kings of method acting, Sonny Bono. He got the part instead of me. So when you're beaten out by an actor of Sonny Bono's qualities, obvious qualities as an actor, then you don't feel so bad. So I felt a little bit bruised.
Well, you must feel good about this. What do you think of this?
I haven't read this. I
Oh,
haven't
you
read
haven't.
this before. What is this? What is this?
This
Well,
is the gospel. This
oh,
is the
I don't
Bible.
believe it. Let me
What is
read.
this
Let me
from?
read this to you. This is from Sounds, August 3rd, 1985. I haven't seen this. I've never seen this before in my life.
It's right here. You want me to show
Pop,
you?
the Beatles. Maybe I should have somebody else
I
read it
think
because
Julie should read it.
You want
Let
me to
see.
read it?
Oh yeah, that's much too flattering. I think Julie should read it.
Okay.
It would sound a bit
Okay, I'll
crass
read
if
it.
you were to read that.
Right. It's an article written by Andy Hurt, and it's this paper's
Top
very, very
journalist in
big
Britain.
here. And it says, I am one of the 2 people in the entire solar system who considers Ron Mael to be a better songwriter than either Lennon or McCartney. I hereby declare myself clinically insane and therefore incapable of passing judgment on such frippery. Well, what did you think of that?
Yeah, it's true.
It's true?
Yeah. Actually, I think he went a little bit over the top in saying that I'm a better songwriter than Lennon or McCartney. George Harrison probably, but not Lennon or McCartney.
Well, hopefully will we be able to see how fantastic you are on a new video, maybe.
Listen, I'm such a good songwriter. I don't even have to bother with videos.
Frankly,
You don't show videos on the show, do you?
Yes, we do.
frankly, haven't you heard the video revolution is over?
Oh, really? For the Sparks?
You know what's hip? Music papers. That's what's hip.
It's the wave of the future. There's going to be a lot of bands not doing videos and just relying on music press to kind of
And why
thrust
do you,
them along.
why do you
Excuse
think
my
that
language,
is?
Because this only costs 50p and a video costs 25,000 pounds. We could buy off a bunch of journalists and get this kind of press and probably get better exposure just through this means.
So the next video we're going to see is me sort of like holding up a picture of you with the words
Yeah, we're
going
gonna be on the cover probably of one of these things the next time. This is just our first foray into this new format. Because I mean everybody does videos now. You know that as well as I, Julie, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Change, your new
Oh, our new
single.
video. Yeah.
Your new single. You haven't
Our
got a
new single.
video for it yet, but
Not yet. It's at the Codacolor place. It should be ready in about a half hour. Can we wait?
right. Well, we hope to see the Sparks on video very, very soon. But
Yeah.
first, we're going to show some of the highlights of your 1975 British tour.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes. It seemed like only yesterday. People always ask us whether we enjoyed it when people come on stage and